It can happen when it gets too cold.
Rhaegar, almost 40. You're getting there, huh? Wait a minute. IRL or subscription wise? Or both?
Almost.
That's always an option, too. Thank you, Rhaegar.
Sounds like me.
Mage, Lucius. We also have Heretic Trance. Ravenstar is hanging out at least for a little bit before she scoots along. Of course, Chameleon's here. So is Evil. Artemis Rosemoon, evening to you as well. Thank you all. And if there's lurkers out there too, thank you for lurking. Welcome to another session of Night City 64, our very own homegrown original Cyberpunk Red campaign. You can imagine where it's taking place in the world of Cyberpunk. The question
Seattle.
is more of a when. Tonight is Session 13 Crash, which is totally not referential nor ominous at all. And if you think so, then you're the paranoid one, not me. Both. End of April for Age. So we have an upcoming birthday for you, Craigar. Well then, make sure to give us a reminder and we'll say happy birth to you.
Craigar's only slightly older than me. Only slightly.
We may get the other two joining us. The pings have gone out. Night Mage his evenings have been busy lately for very obvious reasons. So we'll see. He certainly has some grace there because he has priorities to take care of first. And then we're going to see if we do get a lethality complex tonight. Last session, he had a work urgency that he needed to attend to, and of course, you know, that counts as an excused absence here. You got to do what you got to do, and what he does is very specialized. So that's cool. And tonight, anyway, we're going to be opening up, well, after our table talk anyway, we're going to be opening up with D-Rez. She's in a bit of a hot seat with her situation. But let's boil that frog slowly. Right now, we are all just us as the GM and the players. So a howdy to the three of you currently here. It is good to have you for another week, and hopefully we'll have a lot of fun, and we will survive this cold snap passing through. At least most of our necks of the woods. Of course, you know, even here in Ohio, and you know, we're going, oh yeah, this is pretty frigid, and Evil's just like, you know, shorts and maybe a sweater, you know. It's like yeah, it's sweater weather, you know.
Evil, you're up in Canada, right?
Yep.
Oh my god.
Unfortunately, negative is where I draw the line. I'll go walk the 3 miles I gotta walk to work in 1 degree weather, but you get me negative, nah.
A man's gotta have boundaries. It's
that their wind chill, brother.
Well, I mean, I did walk in 1 degree weather. The wind chill was negative 15, but
yikers.
And for Craigar, down in the deserts of Arizona, it's 55 and raining. Heretic, hoodie, basketball shorts, and flip-flops. Yeah, that's, you know, you got your mug of coffee maybe as you go out to get your newspaper or mail in the morning, and
nah, flip-flops and snow? What the heck you doing? What the heck you doing?
It's just a slightly less wet polar plunge is all.
How dare you?
So yep, it is getting it's getting a little frigid. Might be a little windy. Oh yeah, actually, it is currently 2 degrees. So there's that.
It's supposed to get down to about -1 tonight.
See, I'm at -8.
And actually, the countdown
double that
continues
with the wind chill.
because the closer we get to midnight. So we're currently at 2, and then we go to 1 at 11, and at midnight, woo! It's 0 degrees. Happy New Year! And that's freedom units. Like that's not even Celsius. So that's that's a little extra cold. That's bonus cold for those of you who use Celsius out there. So
And I chose to move here.
That's true.
From
You
Texas.
deliberately did.
I chose to move here from Texas.
You spent really good money to do that too.
Well, it's a dry cold, so
Yeah. And unfortunately for Craigar in Arizona, you don't even get a dry heat. It's wet and rainy for you right now. So no one's winning. It's
well.
That wind, though, I could do without it.
But that's why we have
can deal with the
humidifiers and
cold.
hand lotion and lip balm.
I can deal with the cold.
Let's see.
Get rid of that wind. Heck no. That wind is nasty.
Oh man, Santa Clara's at 51 degrees right now. That seems real nice.
Well, we'll be intense or jovial tonight, as we do. We'll get through it here with our table talk. Evil, since you're the you were talking about Warframe, and you're also the last person who had some channel art done here. Now, for those of you in the audience, because I told the players that the only piece of art I'm waiting on for a big reveal is that of Coffee Cat's character Drez. But the latest person to have some art, which will represent their character, both as a BTTV emote in chat down there, and we can also use it in our scenes here too, is Evil's character Gopher. So we'll start with you for our table talk. You were talking a little bit about the news and events going on in your circle of things, Evil. But how are you? Is there anything you wanted to bring up or vent about, or call us all wusses for griping about 0 degree Fahrenheit weather? What's on your mind?
Yeah, not a whole lot. Kind of a little tired, but oh well. Yeah.
Well, even if you are a tad eepy, I'm glad that you're here. We'll hopefully have you get your blood pumping for a little bit of warmth, a little bit of recreation and excitement, as I'm sure at some point, because we've proven there's some consistencies. You're probably gonna crit on something tonight, and it's gonna be bonkers. And
Yeah.
you know what? Who better to throw a wrench in the works than the tech of the group?
The guy who owns the wrench.
Yep, and the guy who owns the wrench.
Well, I think we both own wrenches, but
But depending what they're for.
Yeah, one for fixing things, the other for breaking things. We're getting a fickle god's favor. Because Outback, I think you're still floating one from last week. I don't think you used it, but Drez, you used yours. But Drez, it looks like you get a replenished one from Raven.
Yeah, thanks, Raven.
So currently, I'm gonna check that. I do have. Actually, we have 2 for Outback, 1 for Drez, and 1 for Gopher. All right. Well, we'll see if any of you end up needing to use those. That's the current pool of Fickle God favors, and of course, your luck has also replenished. So we'll see how long your luck will last for what's going on tonight here. But anyway, Evil, good to have you here, and I'm also happy that you did like the agent avatar for your character here. And then probably then for next week we will. There's one for Kiri and JP. All right. Well, then when they show up, jeez,
Damn.
people with important stuff to do in their lives. We're just a bunch of sweaty no-lifers here for Cyberpunk, and these people
imagine
actually
imagine not sacrificing every moment of your life to the tabletop.
Pretty lame.
God damn.
Not gonna lie.
I'm on that tabletop grind.
Craigar, you know what? I appreciate that. You know who had the least Fickle God's favors? Me. And,
You don't get any.
And I absolutely excuse you, sir. I absolutely
Excuse
do
you, sir.
get Fickle God favors. at the direction of the people who give them, because maybe they want something spicy to happen. And yeah, I need it. Look, I as the GM, I'm consistently bullied by my players. This is the eternal 1v5.
You bully
and-
us.
Although tonight's 1v3, so it's not going to be as bad.
I wouldn't talk so flippantly to the person who can send 13 daemons after you.
In order to better prep for tonight, because I want things to be interesting. I want them to be fair, but I also, we live for the tension. I have been at the gym, like I'll put on like a Cyberpunk, like a little rules video, like going over some things. So I've been listening to some breakdowns, especially because Netrunner has always been the bane of my existence with this game. So I've listened to not quite like podcasts, but like instructional videos and things on Netrunner, because I need to have these crash courses in the terminology and in the ability and running things simultaneously in meat space and online. So hopefully we'll have some interesting fun here tonight with that. And as for the count of Fickle God favors, so we have Outback with 2, and everyone else, including me, has 1. D-Rez, Gopher, Kiri, and JP have 1, and Kragar said whoever had the least, and I had the least at that moment. So Kragar's, your soul is mine.
Stealing souls already? God damn.
Mm-hmm. Well, I mean, Arasaka's got to debut something tonight, right?
Not Soul Killer. Or not the Relic.
Yeah, they've had Soul Killer for
They've had Soul
decades.
Killer since the 20s, but...
a few decades.
Yeah, but this is just the IPO on it, so people can start investing.
Yeah, too bad that Cynosure project didn't work out.
Yeah, right.
Let's head over. Actually, we'll pick on you here a little bit for that lovely quip, Chameleon. Welcome. It sounded like you were playing Skyrim. If I recall, last week in our table talk, you were modding up your game, and you're now making progress, right? You're doing stuff in the Thieves Guild.
Correct.
Are you streaming that, or is that just for yourself?
It is just for myself at the moment. I will probably start a stream game.
Okay.
But I was just running through to make sure everything is stable-ish. 19 levels. I've only had 2 crashes, so that's pretty stable for 80 mods.
Damn. Mostly cosmetic or functional in some other capacity?
Bit of both. I got the on the cosmetic side a lot of meshes, things you don't really notice, but helps with collision. Also removes a lot of the exploiting with collisions, and then things like UI elements.
Okay. So your system isn't really under a ton of extra stress from the
No.
Okay.
Yeah, no, not really. The only major extra stress that it ever really puts is having open cities, so I don't have to go through a loading screen every time I want to enter one of the major cities. That does mean that those cities are always loaded, but it's fine.
Well, do share when you go live. Maybe that's something I should do this year as a video game project. I've never ever played an Elder Scrolls game, which it seems kind of weird because I'm kind of a fantasy guy, right? I like that sort of stuff.
Yeah.
So maybe playing Skyrim would be a fun thing to do sometime.
Skyrim's a good one to start with. It's the easiest game. It's the 5e of Elder Scrolls.
Damn.
You know what? Saying it that that actually does help it process a little bit better. I guess I gotta
And
choose
Legendary
a version.
Edition is
Yeah.
the 2024 version.
That's
Yeah.
that one's the go for Skyrim 2024.
Well, Legendary was the original 2011 release, and then it's special edition released in 2016, I think, and I don't even know how long ago at this point. But then there's anniversary edition as well.
There's all sorts of.
Wait, which one do I have?
Legendary Edition is what is the original release now. It's the oldest. You need specific mods that only work with Legendary Edition. Most mods now work with Special Edition.
It's
and
Blasphemy and Madness, Artemis. So clearly, I need to fix that, and maybe I can fix that this year. Because right now the video game that I'm going through is Stardew with Coffee Cat. We're almost at the end of our first year on the farm.
Yeah,
we're
buddy.
doing that on Thursdays. But you know what? We get through our 3 years, and not that the farm has to retire or anything, but maybe I pick up Skyrim and we spend a couple weeks playing through it together, kind of like what I did for Cyberpunk. It would be interesting to replay through Cyberpunk as well, now that I'm not new to the video game, and certainly, you know, we've been playing the tabletop for a while, and also my system should be stable with it and stop disconnecting the keyboard and other things. So it should hopefully be a way less frustrating time. Because I was, especially in the demo, I about crashed out on that. I'm like, I can't even do the demo, so why bother? Like, it's supposed to be like the gem, like the bench, quite literally for benchmark tests. This is the benchmark video game, and I'm getting filtered from the tutorial.
It's worth replaying through Cyberpunk at least like 2 or 3 times, because you can try out different builds, different paths.
Always discovering something new. I've played it like 7 times, and I'm always just in awe.
I don't know if you have, Mage, but yes, I will remind you. I like hearing people's stories of their playthroughs. Well, anything else for you, Chameleon, that I can shill for you?
No, just that the game I do stream, I'm probably just going to repeat the same thing I'm doing in my personal game. So you'll see me in like 12 hours on stream again, be losing my mind over the Stones of Barenziah. If you've played Skyrim, you know.
Clearly, you have a stealth archer build, right? That's what we're doing. All right, good. That's.
But I also use daggers because daggers get a higher sneak multiplier as well. So.
And then we'll swing over then to Coffee Cat, because I already brought you up, because we have our Thursday comfy streams. We have our Zuviwow farm going on, and what else is happening in your sphere of the next?
Vampire the Masquerade for the most part. We've put Rebirth on hiatus for the time being, as I think a lot of us were just feeling a little bit of fatigue from D&D.
Okay.
And I was feeling a little burnt out as a DM for a little bit. But in its place, right now we're running a VTM Chronicle Brisbane by Night Hellfire, which I play Professor Clayton Wellsworth. Apparently, I have successfully replicated an Australian accent, so I've been doing that.
Congrats.
So
you have also replicated. You've also replicated the Beautiful Beard Club.
Yes.
Yes.
I do not own a beautiful beard, except as a prosthetic.
And I saw the art that Derek made for Clayton too. Very dramatic lighting.
Yes, and that came out really good too. So that's been fun. We'll be playing episode 3 tomorrow. Episode 1 and 2 one is exclusive to YouTube because that was the week that my internet shit the bed.
Mm-hmm.
So episode 1 is exclusive to YouTube, but episode 2 will be going up tomorrow afternoon. So be on the lookout for that. I post all of that on my Discord. but episode 3 will be live tomorrow on twitch.tv/coffeecatpresents at around 9 p.m. Eastern time. So we'll be doing that. And then the other VTM game that I'll be starting up on Wednesdays is doing session 0 this coming Wednesday for San Antonio by Night Blood Gambit,
Sounds fun.
which is the third campaign in the San Antonio setting that I will be doing. It is 6 years since the last time we visited a coterie in that space. So we'll be checking out and seeing if a group of Camarilla agents can figure out what's going on in San Antonio and see if they can do what the last Camarilla coterie in San Antonio couldn't, and take the city for Dallas.
Man, everyone's campaigns are always cleaning up after the prior one, but that's how these things work. So actually, fortunately for you all here in Night City 64, we don't have a previous Cyberpunk. Well, there was the 3-shot, which we could say exists in some way into the history of things, but there's not like a prior campaign. That means that you get to make all of the messes now, and then if we come back and we run another Cyberpunk Red campaign, all of your characters then can look back and say, what were they thinking in the 60s? This is terrible. Who did this?
If we're lucky, some of them might even be alive.
Yeah. I suppose time will tell. And
we'll
and
find out
that,
if D-Rez's brain is cooked here shortly.
Yeah.
Well, let's just head on over here.
Characters with the highest likelihood to physically be alive are, I think, D-Rez and Gopher, who I think are the youngest. Not by many years, though.
So, where we left off, as the cycle has been, you arrive in the morning, you have your uniform checked, a little bit of conversation, and then things play out, people start stealing or acting sussy, work drama, and for D-Rez, she was noticing that there was a very high amount of traffic using the indie piece of the network. And that was the piece over which she was entrusted to monitor. And that concern coincides with the fact that there is another big announcement tonight over at the Arasaka portion of the Night City Electronic Fair. And Arasaka really, up until it still is, but there's a lot more people outside it now, has really just been this large sort of black cube in the convention center. No one's been allowed to go inside it. There is security outside. There's really not been an announcement. It's just been the plain black wall, Arasaka logo, a lot of speculation. And perhaps coinciding with the night's big event is the increased traffic going now into some kind of an actual breach. We are, this is just before dinner time. Well, really the afternoon, because we saved all 3 of your afternoon rolls for the one presentation of whatever's going to be happening to you here. And hopefully you live through it, that you can get some dinner, and then we'll see what happens. But we gotta get there first. Because I don't know what's going to happen. We just sort of saved your part for last so that we can focus on it, and we can have a little bit of back and forth and develop this. So we'll get going here. If you recall, Dietz, who is the name of, well, that's the nickname of your super. Well, it's her name too, but maybe just spelled differently for her, her super not secret hacker name. But Dietz had sort of called into your space and seemed to have been rudely disconnected, thus leaving you to defend your section of the convention center's net architecture.
How rude.
Very rude. That's incompetent leadership of the highest degree here. So, is there anything? There's an ambient, overarching threat somewhere out there. You know something is happening. Is there anything that you wish to res or otherwise be set for before whatever is happening happens to you?
So the things I have rezzed pretty much as soon as I jack into any system is my armor, my asp, and my worm.
Okay. Okay. Remember, because you have been doing a good job, and of course Dietz wants to woo you into a full-time gig, she did unlock partial like boosted hardware access through your net running chair. So you do have a +2 from the equipment that you're using. So obviously you're using the DAC and your own skills, but the chair will enhance that with a floating +2.
Great. Fantastic.
Okay. So, while this isn't counting for the job role, because for those of you in the audience, you've never seen it on screen. Everyone, I've been keeping tabs of how they've done for their job, both because there could be a fun thing at the end, but just for other reasons. But during every shift, people have consolidated, gathering data, looking for stuff, vibe checking, into 3 different roles. So we've had no roles yet for D-Res, and this won't count for it, because resing your stuff isn't a role. Like you just kind of do that.
Yep,
We have
I
a
just
raid
do that
right
as
before
net actions.
You also have a Drider on your face right now on screen, D-Res.
Oh my gosh.
There's a spider. All those spiders, I believe, are actually Shadowrunner style hackers. So here we an epic crossover because of our raiders from Agora Quest. Thank you. Welcome in. Good to have you raiding in. And hi, Juicebox. D&D at the store. I ran several campaigns there for a while. I ran through Curse of Strahd and most of Tomb of Annihilation, but that's when that was in the before time, before the foul winds of the east rolled in through our peaceful valley, and
For the plague.
before the plague. So thank you for coming by, Agora. I hope things were going well in your D&D game. Speaking of battles and running things here, so we have this set up. Is there because your programs are just things that you activate, right? You turn on.
Yeah, they take a net action for a turn, but that's it.
To prepare yourself with some kind of information or to set something up. Well, this isn't necessarily, your job role. Is there anything that you would like to run through a particular skill of yours which could help brace you for some onslaught, or, because we described it as there's kind of a horde at the gates. You're patrolling on the wall, and there's just a bunch of people standing there looking at the castle. It seems at least one person has done something, but more may be on the way. So do you want to do any kind of, any observation, any kind of knowledges, vibe checks, or tech checks on things?
Let's see. Checking on the security of everything to make sure that it's still stable is kind of where my mind immediately goes. Making sure that if they are hacking, that I'm the first line of defense, that I'm there to stop them.
Okay.
So checking on security, mostly looking to make sure that everything's stable, but also looking for weak points.
Okay. Yeah, then go ahead and roll security.
So electronic security tech.
Yeah.
Okay. Not my greatest roll. Ooh!
You say that.
But I crit.
All right.
I almost max crit.
As a
Almost.
as a Netrunner, which in D&D terms, this makes D-Res a wizard of a sort. All the programs you can think like are magic spells and things. So D-Res exists in two different planes right now. There's meat space, which would be her like getting up out of her chair and like looking at. She can look and touch things and interact with people, but she also has this. She can see into the ethereal plane, this digital space through her virtue goggles, if I recall.
Yep.
That's the proper name. And that is an overlay of things that are happening in the net, in cyberspace. So you're going through here through electronics and security tech, and oh, you crit. You did really well with this.
Yeah, I did.
So I'm going to prompt my question to you with a little recall from last week. So last week you all were getting hints at solos who are in town for the Arasaka display, and I was asking you all, you know, this it could be yes or no. There was no penalty for no, and nothing necessarily special for yes. And I was asking, you know, do you all follow? You know, any solos? Are you in that culture or hobby? You know, you don't have to get like solo monthly or something, but and we treated it kind of like following like famous wrestlers in, you know, WWE here in our real world. So jumping from that, similarly, does D-Res, does she fangirl or otherwise over, if not, because I don't think you were necessarily following solos of Night City, do you idolize or follow or look, read all the gossip forums on the prevalent netrunners of Night City? Or have you always been more to yourself and like, maybe I only care about me and I want to be a big star one day? What's your take on that?
I think in general, she tries to do what she can. Obviously, edge running is a little bit of a clandestine occupation, but she does what she can to follow the jobs of some of the more famous edge runners, and among those could be edge runners who are net runners, and so she kind of leans into the hacktivist crowd, where she kind of idolizes those who are working to improve things for the working man, to kind of a little bit down with the corp and, you know, prop up smaller business, that sort of thing.
Okay.
So any edge runners that do that, she's more likely to follow their goings on. So that could encompass solos and net runners.
Okay.
Obviously, she wants to keep an eye out for competition for Kiri because Kiri's the best.
Yeah. You're not biased or anything.
No, I'm not biased at all. No. What are you talking about?
Okay.
She's only my roommate.
With that framing, as you're checking security, And if I recall, you actually got you had no successes on the security device training that morning.
Right.
But you know, it's not my job.
In the meantime, she's been practicing. It's fine.
But in looking over things here, you know, you have your virtues. You know, we'll say that you can have some sort of like a limited umbilical, like you need to be wired to your chair. You don't necessarily have to sit in it. You don't get to go too far from it. But you know, if you wanted to get up and like check the hula girl from your desk or something, like you could get up and do that. You could walk a couple feet away, kind of a thing. So
but
you're
to
getting
use
up.
the bonus from the chair. I gotta be plugged in.
Yeah, you have to be plugged into the chair if you want the plug. Now, if you want to just, you know, you want to pull the plug and like run because I don't know, the building's gonna explode. You can do that. So with the framing you said of the people that you talked to, and we're gonna combine this with this crit that you had in electronic security. You're looking at this little handheld device, and with your virtues, maybe I can. So let's say the scanner looks a little bit like kind of like a key fob, right? So it has a little like scanning, like IR or you know whatever it does to sniff out stuff. And you got like the here press me button, and you kind of you know it's a little like bug finder or whatever, right?
Right.
So in meat space, this device appears to work. We're going to combine this with the fact that you're aware of a net attack. You know, you're using your chair, and what you notice is almost cartoonishly, it looks like the device is gummed up with marshmallows. You know, it'd have like, I don't know, like a goop of fluffernutter, and then it'd have like a marshmallow wedged, like cartoonishly going down between the button and where it would make contact in the device when you press it to send the signal. So the meat space device is working. However, the marshmallows are dampening the actual functionality. It is preventing communication such that this device, the device may be working, the device is not communicating. Does that make sense?
Okay.
Yeah, it's
Like
it's not even jammed. It's been mellowed, and this
The signal's getting blocked.
yes, and this is a calling card of a Netrunner that I won't put words in D-Rez's mouth or her mind, but could perhaps be a frustrating Netrunner to D-Rez. You ultimately, Coffee, you can make that decision. I'm qualifying why she's frustrating because this is a Netrunner who presumably could use her skills to do a lot more good things. At least in your opinion, good things. But she doesn't always. You know, she takes contracts that she wants. So she is she's a very well-known Netrunner. She is dangerous in that she's highly skilled. She's very good at what she does. Though she has a reputation of being non-lethal if possible. Doesn't mean she hasn't fried people's brains. She tries not to if she can help it, but she also viciously goes after completing her contracts. And as you're seeing this overlay, you're like clicking, or like it's supposed to be going off, like it's detecting that there's like this weird signal, or because we sort of left it as a black box of what this security device does. It's going off, something's happening, something should be working, but why isn't it communicating with the system? Why is it covered in marshmallow fluff, and there's like cartoonish marshmallows coming out of the buttons, and covering, quote unquote, the little scanner sensor in Virtue space. And this particular clear this and add, because you're gonna get to meet her. This particular Netrunner depending on how you want to call her. A lot of people will call her Fluffy Nub, though that's more of the stylistic. Way that she presents her name as Fluffy Bunny. Which, if any of you out there in real life, if you've made the connection, then congratulations. I don't know if any of you have ever won a game of Fluffy Bunny, but if you have, then brag about it.
No.
We called it Chubby Bunny.
Oh, you called it you called it Chubby Bunny? Okay.
Yep.
Name may vary.
So
I just make s'mores, so.
As
Fair.
you're looking at this device,
As one
and
should.
you realize who you're going up against. A big name, maybe someone that you have high hopes for but are disappointed that she doesn't always do it, or she is willing to work with corporations, presumably on her own terms. So very much a free agent, at least as you might be able to know her in any sort of circles or publications you've read. Again, your final opinion about her, I'm going to leave to you. I'm just going to, try to preload some concepts that you can think about and work with. But as you're looking at this, there's a sort of a materialization sound in this space, and in Virtue, standing in the room with you, is Fluffy Bunny. And she is wielding a very large marshmallow hammer.
Oh.
And is smiling at you.
You don't belong here.
You're correct. I don't. I suggest that you get out of my way. I don't want to have to hurt you. I'm not here for you.
What are you here for then?
My own purposes and reasons.
Well, it's my job to make sure that you don't.
I assure you, you're not getting paid enough to have a fight with me.
And you're probably right.
Are you gonna try anyway?
Yeah.
All right. Well, good luck.
I don't want to hurt you either.
Yeah. That's the life of a Netrunner, though, isn't it?
Yep. Materializes a sword. And a banhammer.
Oh! A squeaky hammer. I like that. Oh, and you know what? Your online presence is actually your like your street clothes garb. You don't have to be in your uniform.
Right.
Yeah. So, the first thing that that I would like you to do here is each of you as Netrunners. While this isn't necessarily Netrunner combat, there is a lot of clout to be found or influence to be found online. And each of you have an appearance as you have manifested in this virtual reality space. Now, we can treat this like a face-off, if you wish, D-Rez. Or if you don't want to treat it as face down.
Face down, yeah.
Face downs, I mean. We can run this as a face down, or if you would prefer to run a comparative test of style, which a face down kind of does, but a face down also plays into reputation and things like that. In this case, before any blows are dealt, you get to represent yourself in virtual space in a way that you wish. You know, you can appear as you do, and you, of course, you know, in this in cyberspace here, you have the kind of cat aesthetic. You got the bright colors. You have the kind of like this detached sleeve kimono and all this going on.
Mm-hmm.
How would you like to run this this social test? I'll let you set the terms.
The modifier is the same for wardrobe and style and for face down for me.
Okay.
So I'll just
Flat
roll
cool.
face down. Yeah, my flat
Okay.
cool roll.
So yeah, in that case, then you know, then maybe this is testing your reputation instead of your clothing style. So all right, let's.
I have a minor reputation, I'm sure.
You got this. You won't let a fluffy nub beat you.
Fluffing the nub.
Fluffing the nub.
That's how Boomer Outback would pronounce that name.
Not bad, not bad. I have some average cool.
Oh, not that number. We don't need 3 numbers. We need 2. I'm not throwing a modifier in the hundreds at you here, Coffee. That would be ridiculous.
What?
Oh no.
Oh, she crit up. Crit up face down.
Well, she got a true crit. She is.
How dare you, Matt?
She is famous. You are working a temp job at a convention.
All right.
Why aren't you hyping me up, Outback?
Look, it's hard for me to hype. We were making the D&D comparison earlier. I'm playing the Ranger in Cyberpunk, okay?
In this face down, so in this face down as a part of your, this is a part of your roles here. She's letting you start off. How are you presenting yourself? Are you T-posing? Are you styling and dancing? Are you working some meme magic? Are you you know, doing some quips? Are you trying to talk up or down to her? She's letting you step up and make the opening salvo here in this digital presentation of oneself. So how are you approaching Fluffy Bunny?
Kind of presenting myself as an expert. in all things net. Now, whether I'm successful at that, well, that's determined by the face down, I'm sure.
Yeah.
But I represent myself as confident in my skills, and really kind of leaning on that, on top of the way that I dress. Because the way that I dress is also indicative of the fact that I own a bodyweight suit. So, I am a professional.
Okay. You go up, you flex your professional credentials. You're quoting something in a programming language, or maybe you're giving like a little like a display in your hand while you're talking about these subjects. Which, I'm not a programmer or computer person, so we can keep it abstract. I get the idea of what you're presenting. I can't necessarily think of an example other than, you're probably just putting on a bit of a show here in this face down with her. And in return, she's listening. She kind of like leans on her big marshmallow like sledgehammer here. She listens, then she hefts it up over her shoulder, and she walks around you a couple times. And as that's the case, she is where you were speaking one programming language, even if it's like an uncommon one, at the same time she's speaking to you in 3 programming languages at the same time. And the little like puzzle, the little like Rubik's Cube that you manifested, as she's walking, she plucks it from your hand, and without even looking at it, she solves it and places it right back in your hand as she's walking around you. And you also see that her representation here in virtual space is how can I relate this? You're a PNG tuber, and she's like an 8K 120 FPS 3D VTuber. Like all her hair physics look natural. Her eyes actually blink at the same time. Her textures are super detailed. And so, especially being so close up as she, almost like a shark swimming around its next meal here, you're seeing the incredible detail. Like even in virtual space, she almost gives off like a warmth, like a body warmth. This is top of the line shit that stylistically is overshadowing. Manifest that how that might, crush your feelings or consciousness, or reflect the fact that you were absolutely bodied in this face down. Now, there's no violence. There are sacred rules in a face down. You don't need guns or knives at a face down. This is posing. This is flexing. And so she gets close. The closest interaction actually touching you would have been to pluck the cube out of your hand, solve it without looking at it, and placing it back in your hand without making contact with you. But yeah, she absolutely bodies you here.
Not great.
Not a great start. And I think you need to keep studying. There's a lot you don't know. I'd like to afford you the opportunity to do that. So I suggest, while you can, You jack out, and you leave me to my business.
You are impressive. I'll give you that. But maybe if we were to meet, I don't know, outside the convention at some point, I'd consider your offer. There's a lot of people here counting on me. Make sure that this whole damn place doesn't explode. And I intend to do that. Whatever it is that you're doing, Fluffy Bunny. I have to make sure that nobody gets hurt. Period.
I understand. Then let's hope that we'll have that chance to meet outside the convention. D-Rez?
That's me.
All right. I'll be seeing you, D-Rez. She takes her giant hammer and she swings it at you. And you need to defend against her, hoping to meet you outside the convention center because she's attempting to deck crash you.
Deck crash. Oh boy.
That's a
She's
fun
gonna knock
part.
you out of the internet. So I believe that's just going to be the 1d10 plus your interface plus any defenses that you have. Versus my 1d10, that crash does not have an attack modifier. So she's rolling a d10 plus her level. And then
Okay.
so
she's just rolling
you
interface.
get any defenses. She doesn't have a modifier to her attack.
I don't have.
You
My
have
only
luck.
my only defense is my only defensive thing rezzed right now is armor, and that reduces damage. So nothing as far as a modifier.
Okay.
So it's my interface versus her interface?
Yep.
Okay, so mine would be +2 for the chair.
Yes. Okay.
Oof.
D-Rez, the last thing in your virtue that you see is this giant marshmallow sledgehammer just bonk, like swinging right for your face. And then all the code starts going wibbly wobbly and you crash out of the net. Now, fortunately for you, you're not in a position to have to face all of the black ice that the convention center uses to try and keep people like her out. Because you're on the side of the convention center. And that's probably good. While we've never talked about it, you know, the convention center has decent
Black ice.
like protocol, right? Like, you know, there could be a demon around somewhere, but you know, not that you've ever been accused. So, now that you have been knocked into meat space, over the course of this jockeying, over the course of the things that are happening here, there's no damage from black ice because again, you're on the side of the defenders. But I guess as everything's like you would have seen them all like flying by you or whatever, as they sort of like watch you get yeeted out of the internet. You have all these hellhounds and asps and stuff, just like just looking.
She's probably dizzy as hell as soon as she gets jacked out.
Good thing there's no damage, and this does seem to be that Fluffy Bunny is a Netrunner of her word. She doesn't want to have to kill you if she doesn't have to. All she did was make you log off forcefully. As you're recovering your wits here, what is your next step? You want to try and go back in? Is there something in meat space that you want to do? Because there could be stuff you do in the physical convention center.
I'm sending out a text to the rest of my crewmates to be on the lookout for Fluffy Bunny. Spelled the the way that you spelt it.
Okay.
Fluffy Nub.
Fluffy Nub. Yep.
I don't know who that is.
As a Netrunner, and also as GM to player clarification as well, but in game, as a Netrunner to, say, Outback, they probably don't know that this would indicate an actual proximity of the person.
Right, so she could be attacking remote.
So that, you can include that. This is also a note to the audience, because people in the audience may never have played Red.
Yep.
If D-Res gets deck crashed, that actually means that there is a physical proximity. I mean, we could always say that, yes, there is a remote way to do it, too. Traditionally, by the rules, there is a physical proximity that you have to have. So the message going out to everyone of be on the lookout for Fluffy Bunny. There is a virtual presence, but there is an actual person who would have, presumably, now she's really high tech, but presumably Fluffy Bunny is in the convention center.
Do my best, Coach.
That being said, what does Fluffy Bunny look like in meat space?
Yeah.
Best I'll do is send a descriptor of her avatar.
Okay.
Maybe she's a biosculpt and has bunny ears. Who knows?
Be on the lookout for this.
Maybe she looks like one of the bunny rabbit VTuber. Who knows?
Follow the white rabbit. Got it.
And after that, I am gonna try and check back in.
Okay. When you do, Fluffy Nub is not there.
Well, I'm gonna go searching the architecture for her.
Okay. So you want to search for her in Virtue, not sweep the building.
Right.
Okay.
That's what I have other people for.
Yep, that's fine. All right. How you doing it?
Yeah, I'm gonna. So I kind of already have a map of what this architecture looks like, right?
Yeah. You have
since I've been here this whole time.
Yeah, especially yours, your sector of it, which is presumably how Fluffy Bunny got in. Now, if you want to go to other sectors, other, contained nets, you have to break it, because we've talked about this with the other days too. You would actually have to hack your way out of your reserve space into other sectors of the convention center, because you weren't given access to those.
Okay. So... So yeah, I am going to try and if she's not anywhere in the indie devs section of the architecture, I am going to want to hack into the other spaces.
Yeah, I can give you that for free. You for sure do not see her in your sector anymore. She has moved on somewhere else.
Okay. Yep. I'm gonna try and find her back door and see if I can hack into and find out where she may have went from here.
Okay.
Kind of searching for traces of her and where she might have disappeared to.
Oh, there we go. That's the chart I'm looking for. Would Pathfinder then be a way to look for routes?
Yeah, I think so. Use the net action to partially reveal the map of the net architecture, so
Okay.
I'm kind of using it in this sense to find her breadcrumbs and see where she went.
What I will say then, this is me as the GM. I'm saying this out loud because if I miss something, I don't want to present it and then everything gets fucked up and I completely made a mistake and everything is tragic. We'll save tragic moments for actual tragedies and not me stumbling over a rule. She hasn't had a chance to finish what she's doing and thereby use cloak. So we're not rolling a compared roll to see if you can detect her. Because from what I remember, cloak is you get in, do your thing, and you sneak, and then cloak it covers your tracks. Like, they may know that someone got in, but they don't know who or anything like that. So we're not going against a cloak. In this case, I will say that you are going to have to meet an uncommon difficulty. This is because she's very good at what she's doing. She's kind of Kool-Aid Manning her way with that giant marshmallow hammer in. So it's in part obvious and she's on your home turf, but she is also skilled. So while you're not rolling opposed versus a cloak, I'm going to call this an uncommon difficulty, which means that this is going to be a DV10 to try and find the sector that she's gone to.
I do believe
with net running, easy is 6, uncommon is 8, and then harder is 10.
Yeah.
Oh, is it? What is this?
Yeah, because I don't have any other modifiers to that.
Because
interface.
the interface is so low.
Oh, okay. Sorry, on the chart I'm seeing on Demiplane it says basic is 6, standard 8, uncommon 10, advanced is 12.
Oh, okay, yeah. It starts at 6, goes to 8, goes to 10.
Okay. Well, if words are different between whatever we're looking at, but From the look of
I'm
it
not
here,
I'm
I
not
do-
using any specific
yeah.
words. I'm just saying that easy, medium, hard, advanced.
okay. Then
That's how I.
okay. Well, then in this
That's how
case,
I
yeah,
kinda feel.
the charts uncommon would be your concept of hard. It would be DV10
DV10.
to do that.
Then I'm gonna spend a Fickle God's favor and 2 luck.
I do believe.
So it'd be
I do-
3
Yeah.
3 for the favors and then +2 for the chair. So Pathfinder.
I do believe actually Pathfinder and Cloak are counter to each other, but that's only after you leave the architecture.
Okay,
You're both,
so
you're
that
both active in it, so that's horrible.
that's yeah.
True
Plus-
crit fail.
+3 is 7.
Okay.
No, +5 is 7. No, +5 is 9.
Yikes.
Crit fail on a 9.
Okay. So, you're not hot on her heels. You're still gonna find her. She's leaving her ubiquitous calling card. So you're on a trail, but she has spread her fluffer nutter. She is fluffer nutted on a lot of things here. And so you're following the white sticky trail all throughout the convention center's various networks, and you can finally see then through the process of elimination, because you'd go in there, you know, you're getting baffled by this, you're kind of getting gummed up, and of all places, she actually seemed to have gone into Ziggurat by Netwatch. As the destination she took after leaving your piece of the architecture.
Huh. Does it look like anything was taken, data-wise?
For this, make a standard file roll. So this is DV8.
So like an ID,
Oh yeah, I'm
which
sorry.
is allows the Netrunner to find a piece.
File is the thing that you find, but you use ID. Yeah, thank you.
Yeah. Okay, so interface roll. +2 would be 8.
Okay.
I meet it. I don't beat it.
You don't. Yeah, you meet but don't beat. For this, this is simply reflecting time loss. So, it's kind of a failing forward. It just means you're not hot on her heels, but you are on her trail, and you're picking up the pieces in her marshmallowy wake. You do find evidence in a file that you've ID'd that there is a money transfer to Fluffy Bunny from Ziggurat.
I bet they're paying her to break in.
And
figure out what they...
I will give you a circumstantial +1 to Pathfind to find out where she went to after being paid. This would be another This would be a uncommon, so DV10. But I'll give you a +1 for uncovering this, because you already paid with time, but now you're putting pieces together.
Okay. I am going to also spend 1 more luck, so that'll be an all around +4 to Pathfind. So 12.
Very good. Okay. You see that the virtual space trail would follow the similar physical path, as conveniently enough located right next to Ziggurat by Netwatch is a rabbit hole going from Ziggurat into the even in net space, the black box of Arasaka.
Figures. Following down the rabbit hole.
Oh, you brave fool. All right. Let me do something real quick, because you actually had a... for everyone in the audience, in net space, you get 3 actions to 1 action in meat space. And while we're kind of talking more of a narrative time, abiding by that, most of what we've done so far is meat space rolls. But what I'm going to do is, with the various successes here, that's affecting the spreadsheet score for the round of things that are happening here for D-Res. So we ended up with ID was 0, and then the Pathfinder you beat by 2. Okay. All right. You choose to follow the rabbit hole into the black box of Arasaka's network. And it's easy to do. You can see evidence similar to what you saw with the security device, where there's a... let me see, what would be... I remember you fought a hellhound before. What would be a good... Actually, what would be a really intimidating one here? Okay. As you go down the rabbit hole, there's a moment of great apprehension as you come upon a saber-tooth. This hulking beast, its digital fangs would tear you to shreds. This is black ice you would expect on an Arasaka level. Saber-tooths are extremely difficult to res and are very combative creatures. This black ice is active, and as you see its form and it turns, and you see the profile of the fang, and you're... Fuck. You see the saber-tooth has its mouth stuffed full of marshmallows. It's active. It's trying to attack you. It cannot.
man.
Now,
That's a pretty cool custom program.
yeah. I don't know if this is something that I could do. Probably because I'm not a skilled enough netrunner to do it. But is there a way for me to capture the saber-tooth?
Phew. Did you bring a Pokeball with you, or?
I have data shards. If this is something that you did is outside of your scope, then I'll pass on it. But it is something that given the opportunity, if it's incapacitated, she would try to steal it.
Okay. So that's something that's outside my scope as a GM. I don't know, like, I don't or didn't know that you can actually harvest that. Though I will say, if it does require incapacitation, the black ice is not incapacitated. It can't attack. It's still trying. It's still mobile. You could slide past it. It will still pursue you and try to attack you if you don't jack out properly.
Mhm.
Its ability has simply been muted or dampened, just like the marshmallows clogged up the security device.
But it can still follow me, like keep an eye on me.
But it
for
still
whoever
functions,
controls
right?
it.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. So whoever's controlling it, still controlling it. Okay.
So in a sense, it's been muted, but not incapacitated.
Okay.
Your alarm's been snoozed, not turned off.
Okay. Then she's gonna follow the breadcrumbs and slide past it, getting out of it.
Oh, go ahead.
Getting out of its attempt to flee combat with non-demon black ice on a net action. I can attempt to slide past it if it's detected me. Yeah. But I didn't attempt to cloak, so it probably did detect me.
Yep. Now, while it can't attack you, you are still in the detected state. So go ahead and attempt to slide.
Okay, 13.
All right, and that is versus perception. Oh shit. Does Defender win in Cyberpunk?
Yes.
Okay.
Defender wins in a tie.
But are you the Defender sliding then?
Yes, because it's trying to actively perceive me or actively attack me.
Okay. All right. So it's a close call. I mean, while we're describing this as only biting you and its mouth is filled with marshmallows, you know, we can say for the sake of tension, like, it tries to swipe at you. You know, it kind of like it combs your hair a little bit as you slide out of there, and you bypass the saber tooth.
Still trying to follow and see if I can find Bunny.
Inside the black box, you see, well, a digital version of presumably what's actually there. It looks like a giant arena obstacle course that's in the middle of some like aluminum risers, so that there's a show, sort of like a fight cage in the middle of this giant black cube with some risers. You know, all this has like the data flowing. You know, you see the currents of things or numbers of where people are supposed to sit. You know, you're getting the digital overlay of it. So whatever Arasaka is planning, they have a big obstacle course fight cage going on. More prominently, in the middle of the cage, you see a very comical open treasure box. Think like Legend of Zelda style. There's even like a little glow coming up out of the treasure chest.
I'll go see if there's anything in it.
Okay. You see two things in the box, and this is going to present you a choice. There is a file in the box, and there is a virus in the box.
A file and a virus.
The virus in this case seems like it would be, think like a Looney Tunes style little bomb with a fuse. It's white, it has a cute little anime bunny face painted on it, and the fuse is burning down.
Oh. She planted this.
But there's also a file in the box. So you have a couple things, and again, unless my concept, I mix something up. Well, you can get out before the explosion. You could try to counteract the other Netrunner's virus. Or you can take the file, but that you will explode with the bomb, but you'll have the info, and you don't know what the bomb's gonna do.
No.
But if it means anything to you, it does seem odd that a file was left behind. It could very well be bait, but this actually looks like an Arasaka file and not like fake cheese in a mousetrap kind of bait.
Right. Okay.
If I'm missing something from the Netrunner perspective, let me know. My concept going into this, and again, I hope I'm not, diffusing things or, mitigating some of the suspension. Coming into this choice, that was my understanding of, there's three things you can do. You can get out safely, you can just jack out before the bomb goes off, and you know that there was something, and you have these clues for what happened. You can try to defuse the bomb by countering her
virus roll.
Or you can take the hit, whatever it's going to do, if you don't think the bomb will kill you, and you'll have the file that was left behind in the treasure box.
Okay.
Well, I do believe you would be able to copy the file as a net action, attempt to defuse as a second net action, and if that fails, use a jack out.
Well, this is like...
That's assuming that the copy is not the thing that's booby-trapped.
Yeah.
Attempting to copy it's going to booby-trap the bomb. So that's my understanding from the
if you have three actions, like there's three actions you could take in whatever order you think is safest.
Yeah.
Virus takes two though.
Two. I got the virus. Let's see the D.
It's a single net action, but the virus you leave can perform up to 2 actions or charges within reason.
I thought it was two actions to leave or counter a virus.
No, to make a virus, you have to spend a number of net actions against a DV. Like, to make a virus, you would have to... The example says takes 9 net actions to leave an architecture.
Okay. Maybe my... I misinterpreted what I was reading then.
So like 3 turns, basically.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well...
And she got a lot of head start on that for deck crashing you.
She did. She had a head start on you, so she did have time for sure. But going in with at least the concept. So if I flub something on the mechanics, float me some grace, and the custom choice you have is weather the bomb of whatever strength, but of course she's had a lot of time on you. You could try to defuse the bomb, or you can just, you've gathered data and you can go safely. So it's the safe, the dangerous, or the middle ground, which is, you know, maybe you can defuse it, maybe you can't.
Given, even in this sort of cartoonish nature of how this appears, does the fuse give me an estimated time as to how long it would take before it goes off? Like, can I safely estimate how long I have? Or confidently estimate how much time I have. Because if diffusing the virus is going to take 9 net actions, do I have that kind of time?
So in the true, I get what you're saying. In the true mechanics, I would say yes. Conceptually, going in and offer you a choice, this would be effectively just a contested roll.
Okay.
Because to abbreviate things and we kind of get back to we're all acting together.
Yeah.
So the intention was to offer you 3 choices, and you choose the risk versus reward or difficulty of it. So in this case, if you want to try and defuse it, you would be rolling against her roll to set the virus without taking, how many turns did she have and all this other stuff.
Yeah. That's essentially the concept behind the question is, do I believe that I have enough time to defuse it if I do attempt to? Which very likely is going to be what she does.
Even if we're like compressing time and all this, that is your choice. You can try to defuse the bomb as an option.
Okay.
And if you do, hey, the file's there and the bomb's not going to go off. If you don't, you're going to blow up. If you leave, which it's like 0 or it's like 1 action, right? You can just leave. And no harm will come to you on the net because you're out of there.
Right.
If you copy the file with this conceptual 1 action, you'll have a copy of the file, but the bomb will blow up because you didn't put the bomb out. Instead, you chose to copy the file.
I guess what I'm asking more to the point is, if I attempt to defuse it and I'm not successful, do I still have time to copy it?
If you survive the bomb blowing up, yes.
Okay. Then she's going to attempt to defuse it.
Okay.
And that would be a versus virus roll?
Yes. Well, I mean, it's versus her as the Netrunner who made the virus.
Okay, so well, unless it's some kind of backdoor, I don't have bonuses to anything else in interface. So you just want me to roll versus also interface versus that?
Yeah.
Okay. So let's do that.
Yeah, see, like making a virus takes a lot of actions, but destroying it, it's just a single interface check. It just usually has a very high DV.
Okay. So I'm gonna spend my last 2 luck. So it would be this roll plus 4. Ugh. So 11.
Okay.
Ick. Well, on my way for getting exploded, I'm gonna copy that file. That way it's at least in my brain.
second here. Where was this? Oh, that's not good to be sure. Scrolled in the wrong direction. We're gonna go to. I just want the index. Be the index. There we are. The right area. Oh, not that. This isn't martial arts. Not poisons. No double sixes. So, Chameleon, I'm
24 though.
sorry. I was hoping I might be able to ask you to pull a tarot card.
I got him right here.
Yeah.
See what
I'll
let's see
re-roll.
what
I
it-
mean, as long as we have a
Let's see.
majority, like, do the majority if you want me to re-roll damage so we pull a tarot card?
Hell
or-
no, no.
Let's see what it would have been. Judgment.
I don't know what the effect was, but it sounds pretty epic. And also the dice rolled in just the right spot here on the screen. All right, D-Rez, you take 24 brain damage.
Ow. I'm alive.
That is an ow.
I'm wounded. I'm alive.
That is over half for most people.
All right, so you are you're bleeding from your eyes and your ears and your nose, and who knows where else. You can copy the file, and as you're copying it, there are other explosions happening elsewhere that aren't immediately around you. I guess you could stay and weather the storm, or you could jack out before the net architecture quite literally falls on you.
I don't want it to fall on me. That sounds painful. I'm jacking out.
All right. As that happens, and the architecture, well, Arasaka's in particular, collapses. You are being shaken in your seat, not violently, well, urgently. And as your eyes focus, you can see that Dietz, who also seems to have suffered some bleeding or burn damage, to like around her port and other places. She's come over. D-Rez.
Oh, that hurt. That hurt a lot. I didn't blow up in my face.
Why'd you stay? Everyone else ran away.
I needed to find her. I needed to stop her.
Did you?
No, she blew up the whole architecture. Quite literally, it looked like a bomb.
Yeah, there were several of those planted around. I'm a little singed. Well, I don't see singes on you per se, but... Actually, how do you look? I offered a vague, like, what could happen. How do you look?
She probably has some burn marks around the port in the back of her head. She is bleeding some from her nose, a little bit profusely at the moment. She's trying to get it to stop.
Okay. So yeah, then Dietz will, like, help you up from the seat. Like, she'll disconnect you real quick, and
if Dietz were to, like, plug in to Drez's biomon, her temperature is spiked.
Well, even without biomon, you're actually, like, flush, and you feel
flush
hot.
and sweating, and her heart is racing.
Shit, Drez. Hang on.
I'll be
She
fine.
runs off real quick as you're kind of dizzy, and you don't see this so much as you hear, "Hold your breath."
Okay, she stops breathing for a moment.
She uses a fire extinguisher on you as the gases, as like the CO2, like, create cold. But she also doesn't want you to gulp down lungfuls of CO2.
Right.
So she's trying to use the decompressing gas to chill your body really quickly. Kind of like when you're using a, like an air canister on a computer, and the can gets really cold, right? So,
Yeah.
it's going off, and so, like, she's trying to quickly bring you down with whatever she has, because it's not like there's an ice bath right there or anything.
Right.
So you've gone from very hot now to, like, where this thing is, like, touching you, and even, like, the cold gas itself, like, you're rapidly coming down here. I don't know. Were you able to follow her? Did you find anything? Did she leave something behind?
She broke into an Arasaka file. Managed to copy it before jacking out, but I think she intended to take the file with her, or they take the file down with the explosion of the whole structure. I haven't had a chance to analyze it yet.
Yeah, my dear, you've been a bit busy. She very expertly, she's a Netrunner, so she knows just how to twist and fold up the little tissues to stick up your nostrils. She's probably done that for herself before too, so she's rendering you mutual Netrunner aid in that regard.
Thanks. I'll get to work on decoding this and figuring out what she was after. She didn't want what she either left behind or didn't want Arasaka to have.
As you say that, Dietz's face, like, she bites her bottom lip and she's looking back and forth, and is just sort of, she's rubbing her forehead.
Arasaka's gonna need net techs and somebody to repair all of their infrastructure before their display.
They're gonna need that file back too, Drez. She seems pained when she says this. I can't authorize you to go through that file. Not without Arasaka's permission. I can ask them, or if you want, I can send you to them. If you can think of something. It's technically their file. Or the venue.
But this could give us a lot of insight as to why this convention was attacked multiple times in the span of days. All of it covered probably for this.
As you're saying that, Dietz's face is like she clenches her fist, and it not in an upset way. She's not going to strike you, D-Rez. Hint for everyone out there: this is a moral decision time. Are you going Paragon or Renegade with this? It's beyond the scope of our pay and our job here, D-Rez.
Maybe it is, but I'm a merc.
Right now, you're an employee of the convention center.
Then take me off the payroll. Hire me as a merc instead.
This is her doing this, not me as GM. As she's weighing the options, not that I guess you aren't in a moral conundrum, D-Rez. You're probably in less of a conundrum than Dietz is right now. So the NPC is the one who's kind of floundering and hemming and hawing here. Especially in the wake of her having the conversation with you. It was just the other day. Like, she had dreams of being the Netrunner. The next big thing in Night City. And she went for the stable full-time job. You're holding an Arasaka file left behind after a notorious Netrunner just hacked and literally blew up their internet. And she has the job to do as the supervisor. There's the path that she wanted to be on and thought was glorious and glitzy and everything. And then there's the job she has. So just for anyone, if you weren't there for it in the audience or something, or why is she hemming and hawing so much?
This is the inside check.
There's the context for that. Erez, damn it. She looks around. Erez, I need you to go to first aid. And after you've been tended to, I want you to come back. In the meantime, it looks like our comms are gummed up by all this marshmallow stuff that Fluffy Bunny left behind. I'm going to clean this up so we can get everything back on track. And I'd like you back here after you're treated at first aid. Now, if you want to read between the lines, you can. If you know as a player, or if you want to roll for it, that's fine. But she's very conflicted. Then she tells you to go to first aid and come back after you've been slap patched. Because right now the comms are jammed up and she needs to clean it.
I can do that.
All right. And as you get up to leave, Dietz looks back at you as you're going through the door. And in any other context, this would seem weird or like completely unhinged. But maybe in this moment between the two of you, she looks at you, even though you're going to the first aid station, and she simply says, "Erez, be careful."
Always. She walks out of the room.
Yep,
to head
doors
towards
close.
the
You leave Dietz behind.
medicals. Heading towards medical,
Okay.
but is going to open the file.
Um.
Reading the file in her brain. That's what she's got a cyber deck for.
It hurts right now. That's
It does.
that might be reopening some wounds there, to not hit point like mechanical wise, but like your nose is gonna start bleeding again, and there's a weird little clicking and whirring sound coming from your neural port. Because that's gonna have to get tuned up.
Yep.
Mechanically or not, conceptually.
Going to the medical office to go see the Ripper.
Yep. All right. Dinner break. Drez, you are getting medical care. Gopher, you are on dinner break. And as far as you know, in the employee cafeteria, none of EBM's net structure has been compromised. You've had the same bandwidth, like none of your computers crashed, or no one's called you over like, "Hey, Gopher, can you go check out the cables or the wireless router? Like we're getting some weird ping issues or something." So what happened for Drez, and she might message you, like we'll definitely get to that. But leading up to this, right, because we saved all her roles for last, because all of this could have been for the last hour of the shift. It's been watching everyone happen, and then everything suddenly happened. So all day, things have been fine. You did all the things that you did during your shift. Dinner time is when you can catch up, but in return for any role play that you want to talk about, things have been fine over at EBM. For you, Outback, if you want dinner in the cafeteria before the big show, because the show's going to start after dinner. It's not dinner and a show, unfortunately. You gotta feed yourself. But if you're in the cafeteria, your connectivity to your agent. If you're kind of on the, you'd probably be on a similar network to the Independents. You're like a lower priority traffic as just a congoer. So you probably did notice weird lag spikes until you touch base with Drez. That could very easily be explained by the fact that, if you remember, the attendance has steadily increased all day. This place is jam-packed. Well, and jammed in part. But it very easily could have been explained that so many people, just common Night City citizens, other congoers, the media are also here and broadcasting, what's the big announcement? They're using up all sorts of bandwidth. So for the events that happened in normie space for you would have seemed, it's busy. Everyone's on the internet right now. And everyone's here, so it's using up all the towers and all the signals and stuff.
Yeah. All right. Fortunately, I wouldn't see them in the cafeteria for the public, but we'll just, send a text back like, "Hey, any update on that? Why you wanted us to find this person?"
Come to medical.
Okay.
She'll leave it at that. She's not.
Okay. I am injured, so.
No, easy enough for you. You just got to go through the hallways here, go up here. And then it's like in one of these like back office rooms.
It's in the Night Corp area.
Yeah, it'd be like behind the Night Corp area. Like there's the different. This was, if you recall, like this was the area with the PA system and everything. So like the back of house stuff is all back here, and so first aid and such would be back here.
All right.
Unfortunately for you, you did not see anyone that looked like a white rabbit, with or without a giant marshmallow hammer walking around. There were some ladies with skirts that maybe, you double check them just to be sure, but no one that was a white rabbit.
All right.
And we're also presuming that you all are going through JP for, any messages.
Yeah. And when you get there, she looks awful. She looks like she's been through it.
Damn, that bad, huh?
Yeah. Fun fact, that white rabbit is good at what she does.
Eating people up? Didn't really explain much about what was going on.
Yeah.
Just kind of told me to look for someone.
Yeah. You didn't find her, did you?
There were no heavily biosculpted rabbit ladies that I could find.
To be fair, I don't know if she's bioscoped or not. I don't know what she really looks like. Her avatar is a white rabbit, but she led me down a rabbit hole and I got it exploded in my face. Or in my brain, technically.
So this was some net running stuff then.
Yep. She sledgehammered her way through the Arasaka net here at the convention center. Found herself.
A runner hit Arasaka in the middle of the tech fair, right in front of Netwatch.
Right in front of Netwatch. Like through Netwatch even.
God damn.
Had a sneaking suspicion she might have been paid by them.
Well, you hear some shady shit about Netwatch for sure.
You hear shady shit about all corps. But she left a booby trap. And it squarely exploded all of the Arasaka net structure. So their infrastructure, their wiring, their connection to the net, their connection to the city, wiped out. Dunzo.
And you were in their network when that happened?
Well, it exploded and then I jacked out before the rest of it came toppling down on top of me, yeah.
Don't think that they might think that it was you that did it then?
Well, they might.
That's true. You didn't cloak before leaving, D-Rez. Very unprofessional. Surely nothing bad will happen because of that.
No, yep.
If it makes you feel any better, I do not believe there is anything in my car that Arasaka tech ninjas can hack. So
That's good to know. But yeah, fairly certain that I need to leave at some point today.
Well, if you're gonna just make sure Bulldog don't see you. I don't think he really cares too much your physical state if you're on the job you're working.
I could still do my job.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
Well, it's a good thing I'm getting cleaned up then.
Yeah, maybe I should have come to medical after getting beat up by a freak.
And why didn't you?
Didn't think of it.
You have a death wish or something?
Well, most of the time when I get hurt, I kind of just, go back to camp and drink it off.
Sir,
Yeah.
the nurse in the back approaches you out back. I could use a hand here. Can you please hold this in front of her? We need to reattach a wire, and this one gets a little. It could cause some wooziness.
All right.
Are you ready?
Yes.
Roll a resist torture and drugs. Don't worry, this isn't going in your spreadsheet record. 14.
Hey.
Oh, all right. So, Outback, you are
Drinking
bravely
it.
holding the puke bucket in front of D-Rez, and man, D-Rez, if you want to blow chunks, you can. But reconnecting, one of the wires kind of came loose, and she wanted to tighten it up in your neural port, and it definitely caused a vertigo sensation. But you can hold it in if you wish. Otherwise,
Takes it.
let it go. Let it go.
Yeah,
Nah, she tanks it like a
Right.
champ.
It's like popping a joint back in place. Hurts like hell, but it feels better after.
Oh, much better. Much better. Was afraid that cyber deck back there was gonna come loose. Thank you.
That's why we're here. Well, for the pay. Fortunately, you're covered. You're an employee here.
Good for me. Am I all set, Doc?
You're as good as we can make you here. This isn't a hospital, but you can get back to work.
Yeah, I'll sleep it off later tonight.
I would be careful about doing anything too strenuous. On paper, everything should be working for you. But I'm not the one who originally installed this, and if there is something that's a little bit off, it's going to be a new normal you're going to have to get used to.
Not unusual.
Okay, you're run through a couple little reflex things, all right, hold your hands up, poke your fingers, go like this, follow the light.
Checks my biome on, yeah.
All right, we're clearing you to be able to go back.
Okay. And she hops up.
Sir, you won't be able to follow her through the employee exit. That's going back into the restricted areas.
I'm aware.
I'm going out with him into the public anyway. It's fine.
Well, your dinner is getting healed, so.
Yeah.
Most of my dinner was getting.
I'm going with
to
him
you
to
as
chat
well.
with him a little bit more.
Well, I wonder if Sokka's even going to be able to do the presentation then.
Maybe. Depends on if the file I recovered is important to it. Otherwise, that file was probably going to blow up too.
Well, they're a little bit of a big company, and there's more people than should probably legally be in this building to see them, so they're gonna do something. It's just whether or not it's what they were planning to do.
Well, I need some advice, Outback.
Well, if it's something that I know of, I can give you some advice.
So, it's about what I should do in this situation because I have their file. It would provide clues as to why Fluffy Bunny was even attempting to attack this place in the first place. Possibly even tell us more about the other 2 attacks because, let's be real, it's a little coincidental that 3 attacks in 3 days. It looks awfully suspicious as a complete and organized package. Let's just be real here. So, do I go to Arasaka and just hand him the file and say, hey, I found this before your net exploded? Do I delete it?
Well, you already have a copy of it.
Yeah.
Nothing's stopping you from making another copy. Someone already looked at their files, and not to be disrespectful, but if she got into Sokka to begin with, this Fluffy Bunny is clearly a much bigger threat than you are. They're not going to really care if some other nobody Netrunner has a copy of their file if some maniac is already running around with something else.
So, do nothing?
Give them their file back, but still look at it. Keep a copy for yourself. Fuck them, it's Arasaka.
Yeah, fair. You don't think they'd kill me over something like that, would they?
I have a feeling they could try, but so long as you stay out of any Arasaka architectures, I'm pretty sure Kiri will deal with anyone they send after you.
She is quite good at that. Damn. And she's busy right now.
On the contrary, if you really do hate Arasaka, you could sell the information to Militech.
I don't have any contacts at Militech, though.
Good foot in the door. It's Arasaka's biggest competitor.
I'm at least gonna have a look at it. I just hope it doesn't try to fry my brain trying to open this damn file.
Yeah, do be careful.
You wouldn't happen to have an air hypo, would you?
Nope.
Damn. I really should get me one of those for cases like this. Well, enjoy the rest of your dinner. I'm gonna go have what little of mine is left, and I am going to read this file and see what's up. Wish me luck.
Well, good luck. I will go consume the rest of my dinner. Not being an employee anymore, there's not much to enjoy about kibble.
All right. Well,
I try to be optimistic about it.
The
A
rest
Scott
of your
pack
dinner
is
break.
still a good Scott pack if it's good flavor.
The rest of your dinner is in the office because the dinner break time is over.
Yeah.
Now, if you want to peek at the file, you certainly can while you're walking. You're having like a walking taco flavored chips, right? It's just it is what it is.
Yep. She's munching and viewing the file while she's walking back to the office chair.
So before we take our break here, because we'll get up and take a 10-minute break to go snack and get a drink and everything ourselves. Out back, of course, you need to get in line, right? You don't have a person to report to, but man, JP pulled through and he got you those arena tickets for the Arasaka show. And there's already a line forming. People left their dinners early to make sure that they could be some of the first inside. Now, real quick, Gopher, you at EBM, was there anything that you wanted to say or do? Rub some elbows, listen for things as you're eating your Scott tier dinner?
Nothing that I can think of.
Okay. Then for you and Outback, the general chatter then between, if we imagine the cinematic scene and we have like the two different scenes playing side by side, Outback is waiting in a growing and milling line outside the giant black box of Arasaka. We have the little employee break area for EBM. The questions are still the same. What's going to be presented tonight? What's so big that they have this remote presence and they feel the need to have a big reveal here at the electronic fair? You're reading the file, eating your Doritos on the way back to your job. And as you're browsing through the file, we don't need to worry about rolls right now for this. We go from the two scenes. Man, what's going on? What could it be? Oh, why are these solos here? Oh, is it going to be a big wrestling match or something? As you flip the digital page, D-Res, for a moment, you can have a curious look on your face. What the hell are mantis blades? And with that, we're going to go take a little break ourselves. So, we'll be back soon, everyone. And we'll see what happens with the big reveal of the new tech tonight. Hold on tight.